Powered by Celebrity Media TV.
Hey y'all, it's your girls. Let's get personal with Latanya and Ray. Powered by World Star Hit Radio, you guys. We are here in Buckhead Towers at Lenox, you guys. We are going to have an awesome show. I'm so glad you guys joined us. And hey, I need everybody to go to worldstarhitradio.com, you guys, okay? I need you guys to do that
your
now.
Girls. Come on, follow your girls. Go. We need you. Go.
And we love y'all. And hey, Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year. We made it another year. I am excited. I am grateful. I am thankful to God because a lot of people didn't make it. I've been hearing and getting a lot of sad stories. So, and also we pray for everybody that has lost their loved ones because I'm very sensitive when it comes to that. So, hey, we love y'all.
And it's true because it seems like when people actually, like the holidays are the hardest times for people.
Yeah. And it's been really hard this year for a lot of people.
Yes.
And you know what's been breaking my heart? There's been a lot of children out there that has been, babies. Did you hear about that lady that left her baby on the road?
Yes.
Couple weeks old in a cooler. In a cooler. And you know what? I'm happy that God has kept my mind. I remember my mother used to always say, Tanya, whatever you do, say, Lord, the trials and tribulations that I go through, keep my mind. So I'm thankful for that I'm in my real mind. Because people losing it every day.
Every day. Yeah. It's bad out there.
Yes,
but you got to stay positive with everything that you do.
Yeah.
And keep your head up.
Keep your head up. Ooh, child. Things are going to get
easier.
Oh, child.
Things will get brighter.
All right, girl.
Brightness, there's brightness. Yes, we love you guys. And make sure that you continue to watch us. We're going to go for a quick break.
Yes. You guys
and we'll be back.
Tuned.
The hottest music, R&B, hip hop, pop, I still get you. Reggae, EDM, indie, old school, check it. And sports talk. Right here, WorldStarHitRadio.com.
Powered by Celebrity Media TV. Powered by Celebrity Media TV.
The hottest music, R&B, hip hop, pop, I still get you. Reggae, EDM, indie, old school.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Yes. We're back, and we're so excited because we really want to talk about what is really going on and what goals do you have and what is going on for 2019 because everybody's doing different things, but we disagree with setting goals. So we're going to kind of talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So Tanya,
don't start with me, girl. Yeah, it's your wild girl, Latanya.
Who doesn't set goals, who just goes on a whim. But, you know, that's all right because it works for her. Oh, it just doesn't work for me.
You're so perfect. But
hey, you know, nothing wrong with being perfect sometimes.
So your boo-boo don't stink. But listen, no, you know they say you act like your stuff don't stink. But listen, no, it's just that we did a vision board, you guys. I want to give a shout out to our girl Valerie Summerfield. Yes. Like she is a guru on the vision boards, doing the vision boards, goals. It was so exciting to me. We had a great time. And it was comfortable to me, but it was a little uncomfortable because I'm not used to like setting goals. I mean, I write down stuff, you know, in my folder, like this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna be. and write down stuff like that. But Ray,
That's why when she had her vision board, she had to leave and go home with it. I look over to the side, my vision board's done, and Tanya's still over there, and she got like a little corner, and she was happy with her corner. But no, that corner worked. No, it was a great corner.
True.
No, it was true.
No.
But really, what I saw with the vision board is that it pulls out from within.
Yeah.
You shed tears through I did.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't really cry much, but doing the vision board definitely brought tears to my eyes, because what you really do is you figure out what it is that you could do better. You always want to do better.
Yeah.
And I know, sis, you tell me that all the time about, always being positive and, trying to reach higher and higher. So a vision board is going to help you do that, because not only are you putting it down on the board, you're living it. Remember Val said that?
Yeah, that's true. But it was interesting because it was a lot of things that we was going through that day. Everybody had their own story, and the vision board did it. It had us in tears, you guys. I mean, it had us believing again. It had us loving again. We couldn't really go in. We had somebody else there that, they wanted to go into a whole different place. They were upset at something, and they were like, I'm going to put this on the board. I'm going to put this on the board. So we got to put positive stuff on the board of where you are going. You have to come out of your emotions and stuff. This was positive.
And that was
emotions.
hard.
Yeah.
That's hard to come out of your emotions and try to put that positive thing on the tape.
Look, you want to put a guy on there and just cross his face out and put a black.
X him out for the year. He's X'd out for the year.
Because somebody did for the year. So just things that look at that you do not want to repeat over and over again. We had a really great time doing that. We had a great time doing that vision board, but what was the best time?
I would say it was nice to come together. It was, women coming together and trying to set goals together.
But you did your whole board, right? I mean, your board was like,
because I had a lot
you was just fed up.
I got a lot to do. I got a lot to do this year.
You wanted to run away too. You had a jet on there. You had a lot of cars, jets, and just
because that's where we're going. Yes, jets, cars. And not only that, it was about travel, of course. Yes. Budgeting important so that you're able to travel.
Yes. Exactly.
But it was really about setting goals as far as what I want to do as a person, and taking a look at yourself and seeing what could I do better, and to actually say it or to put it there and cut it out and see yourself in a magazine, something that you're going through. That was really touching to me.
Really?
That was I think that's why I cried.
Yeah,
because that was really touching.
A lot, you guys.
But you know what? I felt good after.
Yeah, it brings a lot of relief. We had stuff on there about beauty. What we want to do, beauty. I love helping people, so we did. I had like a family on there. I had a little something, but you know what? Everything is different for everybody. As they say, it's different strokes for different folks. So like in one side of my corner, I'm good with encouragement. Like be courageous, believe in yourself. I'm more like if I'm down or feeling
positive.
But I still even laugh even when I'm down.
Yeah, she was laughing through it all. She was laughing because that's what your host does. She laughs.
No, but laughter. I'm not getting no wrinkles no time soon. But I like encouragement. Some women, they'll go and they'll eat. They indulge in eating a lot, or
Yeah, there was one thing that was eat more and weigh less.
So you think you're going to follow those rules?
Oh, I'm definitely going to follow those rules. Because you know what? As far as being healthy, that's on a health situation. You know what I mean? Because if you don't eat, then it just stores. And it's not healthy for your body. So you have to eat more. And then it really helps you lose weight.
And look, it's just not for women. It's for gentlemen, too. I mean, I know men are all macho. I know that would look kind of weird, all the men doing the vision board saying, man, you know what happened? My woman loved me. Something like that. But I'm telling you, it releases a lot of stuff. It works because it even brings stuff out of you to know what's in you. I mean, you would be surprised. I'm serious. It's for the gentlemen. It's for women. And we did have a lot of guys coming in on our page, so they were sneaking in. They don't know we seen them on there. Okay,
they were watching.
Yeah, they were watching
because they know how important the vision board is important for everybody.
Yeah,
men,
it is.
Women,
Yeah.
even children.
Yeah.
We should even do it with our kids. Like
Yeah.
the kids need us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because
to
when-
teach them things like that.
Yeah, it was tripped out because when we was opening the magazine, it was like, okay, I didn't know I like that. Yes, cut that out now. So we was cutting different stuff out that.
I was trying to go through the pages. I was like, oh, that's not me. And I would just flip the page. And then I
like,
find
that is
myself
you.
back it up and go back and say, because you have to be real with yourself.
Mhm.
Okay, that really is me.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the truth. You just got to be real with yourself.
Mhm. And
That's
she ended
exactly
up
what
going
it
back,
is.
cutting that same thing out. She said she wasn't going to put on her vision board.
And it was
But
like I was
it's
on
healing,
speed dial
too.
too. Had my vision board done in like 15 minutes.
Girl, that was a whole hour, 2
No,
hours.
I had everything
You
cut
better
out,
stop.
and then I just had to.
Okay,
put
yeah,
it
y'all.
through
She
and
did
then
have
touch it
everything
up.
cut out. I
You know,
only
touch
had
it
like
up.
probably 2 things cut out, okay? But it was worth it. Y'all told y'all I can't stay on one task for a long time, so I had to get up and move around. And normally you like me. Normally your ADD kick in.
Oh, but don't
It didn't
worry,
kick in
it was
that day.
kicking in as I was cutting.
She was
Oh,
like,
don't worry, I was cutting. I was definitely cutting, but definitely 2019, you should do a vision board.
Yes.
Get with people that you're
Mhm.
closest to because
Yeah.
that matters.
Yeah.
Because you will break down and
Yeah.
you will, have to go deep within
Mhm.
yourself, and you want to be around people that love and
Yeah.
care about you, that you feel comfortable and it's a safe place.
Yeah, and you got to do it with the right people. You can't do it with no dream killers. You have to do it with the right
Mhm.
people. And the best thing about it, you guys, I know we keep saying about the teary and cry eye. So the best thing about it is that if I don't do a lot that's on that board, then I probably will feel like a failure. It's just now I gotta complete it. I want to be able to just go and just
It's supposed
mark
to
it off.
push you,
yeah.
but you
yeah,
should
it's
never
very
feel like a
motivating.
failure because how many things are on that board?
Wow.
I mean, to go through everything, you got to be
Mhm.
happy with the little that you can get done.
Mhm.
That's where the goals come in. That you don't want to do. That's where the
Right
goals
now.
come in. I was always taught
Mhm.
to, you set goals, but
Mhm.
you set small goals.
Yeah,
You have a
that's
big
true.
one,
Yes,
but then you
yes.
have small ones so that you feel good every time that you do it.
Mhm, mhm.
And it helps with your self-esteem and it helps build you up
See,
rather than trying to always do something so big and make it hard to achieve.
That's true, but it seems like every time I set goals, it don't go according to plan. And I do hear a lot of people say that. So just like everybody's like, oh, during the new year, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. That don't work for me. Like some people, it works for like their whole plan is done. But me, I just like to go in and take each day as it is. I mean, I know what I'm gonna do in my mind, and I just put it to work. I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm gonna do this. So
When the time's right.
do you? Yeah, I mean,
That's how you do it
some
when the
people.
time's
I mean,
right.
I hear people say that all the time. When I make goals or plans, it don't. So I just like to go with the flow, And then
That's why
when
we're
I do,
different.
I just like to go ahead and just do it. Okay, I'll be going to California next week. Pay for it right now.
Mhm.
Don't wait or
That's
nothing
what
like
you'll
that.
call and say, tomorrow we have this to do and it's done.
Yeah, goals do not.
I'm like,
writing
next
down
week,
don't work for me, but
Monday,
I'm trying.
Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, it works together
Mhm.
though. Everybody, like you said, people
Yeah.
are different,
So,
So,
your
that's what you
goals.
do.
So I'm gonna make sure you do everything that's on your little board.
You saw Empire
I
on there,
took a
right?
picture of it. And she's in love with Empire, so she put some stuff. Her favorite girl is
Taraji Henson.
yes.
So if you
yes.
know it, please send her our way. Okay. Because I mean, for real, she is, especially the character in Empire. But
I
she is
know.
definitely I have to shout her out because she is doing major things and
Yes.
acting, and she's everywhere, and I've been following her for years.
Mhm, yes.
And I would have to say she's my favorite.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
You just done left Cardi
yeah.
B.
No,
I mean, you
that's
be doing
no,
your dance.
They're
you
in
love
different.
everybody.
They're in different.
Oh, she thinks
they're
she
in
Cardi B.
No. No,
She
Cardi B.
do.
No, but I
It's 'cause
do.
she
I
Cape
respect
Verdean,
her.
right?
No,
Yeah.
she's not Cape Verdean.
Oh, that's what you kept saying.
Cardi B is Spanish.
That's what I told you. I was
I
like,
know
wait,
I'm Spanish.
You was like,
How many- you know what?
Girl,
I'm
no,
tired of
what
her
the
saying
hell
that
you
I'm Spanish.
But you
I'm
know
not
what?
Spanish.
I love it anyway. What? I don't know what the hell my baby is, but I love it anyway. But no, I thought that's what you said. I kept saying she's not Cape Verdean. You said what's his name was Cape Verdean. The one guy too.
Benzino.
Yeah, Benzino.
Yeah, he's Cape Verdean. He's Cape Verdean. But Cardi B's not Cape Verdean.
Okay, but she's in love with Cardi.
No, I just like her hustle. She has, her hustle, the way she grinds,
and she
you
keep it
know,
real too.
Yeah, and she keeps it real, and sometimes she could be natural.
Hey, we ain't gonna get on that natural thing, okay? No natural right now. No, but you guys, keeping goals. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best. I wrote it down and everything. Now, some things that I wrote down in 2015. I know I met some people and I wrote it down and I never thought I would connect again. So that was beautiful. One guy that I knew, his name was John, and I used to say, I'm gonna meet him again. And I didn't even know. I just wrote it down. I just wrote stuff down.
See? And it happened.
Yeah.
So it doesn't always have to be that year.
Mm-hmm.
It could actually be 2 years from now, but as long as you put it there and you see it, you can make it happen.
So some stuff I have been writing down, but I just go. And then I'll look back and I'm like, dang, I wrote this. Another thing I love to do, whatever I write on, I put the date on it for some reason. So like when my dad passed, yes, I put down Talk to Dad 2016, Talk to Dad 2012. He said this. He said that everything I do, even if I'm just writing, it don't matter what I'm writing, I have to date it. Because it feels good. When you open a book.
And then you go back
and you can go back. Yeah, I have stuff from 2013, 2011. I remember I even seen how far my husband came, Paul, because I wrote something in the book like, I just can't stand him. God, kill him. Do this.
Boy.
No. I'm just joking. No, this was like 2011. I wrote a lot of stuff in there, but then I put in another book, like, please give him a change of heart and mind and this kind of stuff. And then everything that I asked for it's in the good book.
Right now, how many years?
Yeah, 25 years.
25 years.
And it'll be 26 in March. I think it's 21st or the 23rd, but yeah, around that.
After so many years,
yeah. So like some stuff I do have in the book. Like I have the bad things. Like I write down 2009. I was feeling this kind of way, but I'm still happy, And now I look back and I'm like, wow, I was feeling this kind of way. And I write down my dreams.
You get to see growth,
what time it happened.
Too. That's important. When you write down,
I'm good with that kind of
with
stuff.
the date, you grow when you look back at it. My boss always told me, write down different things that you're working on, and then put it away and go back a year later, 2 years later, and you see the growth.
That's what I'm talking about.
So that's exactly what you're doing.
I just don't do goals. I just follow life,
And that's okay. That's okay. So what are some of your plans for 2019? What are your okay, we're not gonna say goals. What are you trying to achieve? What is she trying to achieve in 2019?
Well, definitely I want to continue to work on my show and, our show. I want to take over. You know who I admire? Oprah. So as it get better and better, hey, I'm coming out. I'm coming out for real.
And God
I know
is
this
opening
is in
doors.
my belly. I dreamed this, y'all. Now I'm a dreamer too. So a lot of stuff I've seen beforehand. I am a dreamer. Like I could tell somebody the dream could be weird. It could be about somebody else. But then when I go to them same people, it's exactly just like that.
Do you dream about me?
So
No,
why would you ask that?
Good things. Good things. Like have you dreamt about what's going on 2019 for me? I can take a peek in your crystal ball.
You know what? I have dreamed some dreams you're not supposed to tell. That's what I know. I just pray on it because I have had dreams about people that has been in my life, and right now my dreams show me that they're not the same person as they used to be. I could see it.
And I think you're talking about
me.
And
then I will go.
No, I think so because I'm trying to better me.
This girl.
No, it's the truth. I'm trying to better myself.
No,
yep,
sweetie,
I'm taking it. I'm taking that one. It's mine.
He can show me somebody. No, I know I laugh and talk a lot, but I am a dreamer. I see stuff. I seen when my father was gonna pass. I knew when my grandfather was gonna pass. I knew when my father-in-law. It all was in a dream. So either I would go quickly and pray about it and say, God, please don't let my father leave without me saying bye to him or I love him. You know what I mean? So I was able to do these things because I dreamed it. Wow. So when I had the time, I did it.
Wow.
I dream. My kids, I'll get up and I'll call them. And it's like that. And then some people that's been around in my circle, I just had a dream that they're no longer, I can't bring them back in my life. And why? He showed me a good part and an ugly side. And he's like, daughter, they're not the same who you think they are. And so I go into prayer, and that's it. And the people that's close to me, I'll tell them if I'm supposed to. And they like, wow. I seen somebody that was supposed to marry somebody, and it happened. I told them how the guy looked, and it happened. So, I don't know. I am a dreamer, y'all.
She has the gift for
Yeah.
dreams. Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I think 2019, of course, the show would take, we're taking it all the way.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
God is opening doors for you girls. Opening doors. Every time we turn around, there's a door open.
Y'all would not believe it.
Yes. So God is real. Know that. You're hearing it from your girls.
Only he could have did it. And I mean, I'm serious. Every time I think and say, okay, this is it. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. The phone ring. We got a lot of calls. Rhea called me and be like, Tanya, guess what? I mean, people we thought we would never meet or see. You
It's
got to
happening.
bring people in your life as well to fulfill what he has called you to do.
All right. So we have some things coming up. We're getting
Yes.
ready to,
Yes.
we have a special, something new for the 2019. How about that?
Yes,
The new
we
year,
do.
your girls are doing something different.
Yes, yes. And
So
we're
it's gonna
tell
be
y'all about
exciting.
it in a minute, okay? We're going back. We're going to talk to y'all about
We're
it.
going to talk
Okay.
all about it. And we want to also say, we're going to be working with artists and trying to give them
Yes.
opportunities
Yes.
as far as to get, noticed out there, get their music out there.
Mhm.
We're coming into a lot of different things that can be helpful.
Yeah.
We would love to interview you on
Yes.
Let's Get Personal with LaTanya Ray. That's going to be one of them. So we do have a lot coming for 2019.
Yes, we do, you guys. You guys don't want to miss it.
No. Tanya.
No, and also, I want to give a shout out to my girl, okay? My sponsor, Kim Etheridge, the CEO and founder of Mixed Chicks Hair Products. We love you so much, Kim. We've
Yes.
been doing a lot of stuff, so I'm excited about what's new, what's coming. So I love you, girl. Thank you.
And Wendy Levy, also with Mixed Chicks.
Yes.
And of course, our girl, Pro
Boss
Enterprise.
Conchata.
Yes, definitely. She's one of the sponsors, and
Yes.
she's definitely there for your girls.
Yes.
Guide My Heart as well. We can't forget about Guide My Heart.
Yes, that
That
was
was-
beautiful.
oh.
That was so beautiful. That's
You gotta
our
go ahead
baby
and follow
right there.
that. Yes.
Oh yes, and then she have somebody else that's with her too, Fiona Smalls. Yes.
Yes, in the UK.
Hey
Tell her around as well.
Fiona, we love you. We got your girl in the house, Sarita.
Yes, but you should definitely follow Guide My Heart. They're actually Sarita is, that she's going to London, I think in March.
Oh, really?
So Fiona came here. We got to
Hey,
meet
give it
Fiona,
up.
and now Sarita's going to London.
Yes.
So
we going all over, y'all. Okay.
Yes.
We ready too. We ready.
it's all about who they surround themselves with.
It is.
That's important.
Because you got some
Surround
friends that can
yourself.
pull you down for real, and you don't even know it. It'd be
That's right.
years, and you won't notice it until it's like boom, and next thing you know, that bright light come on. You're like,
Mhm.
okay, it's time for change. So
And you
some
wasted
people
so
y'all gonna
many
have
years.
to let go in 2019. Y'all get ready, but don't let that stop y'all.
Yeah.
That should even push you even harder. Okay.
And even though it's hard to let go, it's
Yeah.
definitely hard to let go.
Yeah. What they say? Think like a woman, act like a man. Is it?
Think like a man, act like a man.
Think like a man, act like what?
Okay, we don't know that. So, but what we're gonna do is we have a surprise for you getting ready to come.
Yes.
So we are
stay
gonna be
tuned.
back.
Okay.
So they're gonna want to stay with us. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Because
It's
we
gonna
have
go
some
down.
stuff
This gonna
going
be
down
fun,
in the
y'all.
building.
Yes.
In
only
Buckhead
on World
Towers, that's
Star
right.
Hit radio, you guys.
That's right. So it's so funny because we keep telling them, that they're going what we have,
Mhm.
but they're gonna be really shocked at what's going on in 2019 because 2019 and definitely what you want to do for 2019 is get better. That's all you can do. Get better.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. Yeah, we'll be back.
The hottest music, R&B, hip hop, pop,
I still get you.
reggae, EDM, indie, old school,
Check it.
and sports talk. Right here. StarHitRadio.com.
Powered by Celebrity Media TV. Powered by Celebrity Media TV. Powered by Celebrity Media TV. Powered by Celebrity Media TV.
The hottest music, R&B, hip hop, pop,
I still get you.
reggae, EDM, indie, old school,
Check it.
and sports talk. Right here. StarHitRadio.com.
Powered by Celebrity Media TV. Powered by Celebrity Media TV.
Hey, it's your girls. Let's get personal with Latanya and Ray. Powered by World Star Hit Radio. And hey, we told you guys we had someone special. We have someone special here. It's our girl. Hey. Y'all get used to her, okay? This is the beginning of the new year, 2019. And this is what we're working with. Hey, Sarita!
Hey, girl. I'm so happy to be here.
And we're happy to have you.
I get to get personal with Latanya and Ray.
Yes. Oh my goodness. We're supposed to hit ding, 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 ding. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the raw and the real.
Okay, well, I really do appreciate the introduction, but I do want to bring you the raw and the real of what's been going on social media with the celebrities. And okay, so unless you've been living under some type of rock, and it would have to be like an extremely big, huge rock, like in Alaska, you know what's been going on this past week. I mean, you know,
no, I know.
You know, but this past weekend, the docu-series Surviving R. Kelly. Now, this docu-series is just like ringing in everybody's ear. Everybody's talking about it. Yes. Some people want to mute R. Kelly. Some people want to mute the docu-series. But one thing for sure, everybody is talking. Now, did you ladies see the docu-series?
Yes.
Everything.
Yes. Okay, I did too. And we got to talk about it.
Yes.
But before I can even talk about that, as of today, he is now officially under investigation under Fulton County. So this is not just, you know, hearsay anymore. And from my understanding, he has two of the young ladies who were featured in the docuseries that are going to be included in the investigation. They already have one person who's willing to testify. I don't think they released that name, but this is very serious. And, you know, one thing about it, everybody knows about R. Kelly, his popularity, his you know, geniusness with the music, but we can't ignore some of these allegations from the survivors and the things that we do know for fact. We all were privy with his relationship with Aaliyah back in the day, and I think we were a little forgiving of that because I know I was like junior high school. I mean, we really didn't know Aaliyah's age. We really didn't know his age, and we knew he was a little bit older, but it wasn't like, you know, it's more like, okay, they got this little romantic thing going on. And later we found out about the marriage, but it was annulled, and it was like a kind of like rumored, but it was kind of cute and sweet. Yeah, we were a little more forgiving of that, you know. Fast forward some years later, the allegations about the sex tape came out, and you know, I didn't watch it at the time, but I mean, everybody
was like peeing on a little girl or whatever, something like that. But it's like we ignored it because we heard that we seen her go to court and her mom and them, and we heard her testifying. So I kind of just, you know.
You saw or you read what that was about, though. She was kind of paid off or whatever, her family to kind of keep quiet, and I think he actually said that his brother was the one in the tape.
I heard that.
So, you know, again, he kind of missed the actually being convicted of it, but he was accused and went to trial, but he got off. Me personally, I wasn't the same with R. Kelly after that. I mean, to be honest, it just I wasn't. I mean, because it was just
and they said 95% of his victims are here in Georgia.
Yeah,
because I know someone that reached out to the young lady.
You're exactly right. No, but you're right. Several of the young ladies that were featured in the docuseries do stay in Atlanta. I think one of the ladies' name is Asante McGee. She lives in the Atlanta area. But it is getting a little messy now. And again, our opinion on R. Kelly, it really doesn't matter if you think that the girls, I've read that they were being fast or whatever, and I'm like, if you're 14, how can you be being? I mean, we as a black community, we have got to stop doing that. You know, no, they weren't being fast. Those men, they're being foul. You know, if you're 20-something years old and you're trying to talk to a 14-year-old, no, you're the problem. Yes. And it really doesn't matter. Our opinion, it's against the law. It's almost like, you know, if you sell alcohol, to someone underage, it doesn't matter if they were wrong for going there to purchase it. If you sell it to them, you're in trouble as well. And so he did do something that was illegal. We can agree on that.
Wow.
Right?
But you know what's funny is that those are the laws of the land, those are the rules. But back in biblical times,
Right.
I mean, they did that.
That's
in
true.
Africa, they believe they can be 12 years old. Actually, it speaks about even when a woman come on their administration. I came on mine late, but I couldn't imagine myself at 14. I was playing with dolls, playing house. But in Chicago, where I come from, they're grown at 8 years old. You know what I mean? And at 13, when I went to California, you have 12-year-olds and 13 hanging out prostitutes in California.
Well,
so I even had to keep circling because it brought tears then. And I was younger then. You know, I was like 18, 19. And I was like, that baby only 12 years old. They're out in California.
And the
glad
people
you
who are
brought that
doing
up.
that are sick
So
too.
it's
That's
women
not
that
right
like
either.
older men. I mean, I liked it older men. My father one day had to tell me, baby, why you get them old as me? And I was 18 years old. And they was 55. You know what I mean? And I didn't think none of it.
Well, I agree with you.
But
Some
there
different
is a lot
cultures
of 'em-
embrace different ages or, believe in polygamy.
I mean, even us.
But,
being
again,
Americans.
in the United States, you can't be a 20, 30, 40-some-year-old man having sex with a 14-year-old. It's just illegal. So
It's
it
happening.
really doesn't even matter.
Did you see that about
What's the
Elvis Presley,
mindset,
though?
though?
Did you see
Right.
that
What's
Elvis
the,
Presley?
what's the mindset?
Well, we have to bring up the point. And
I mean, I don't agree with it.
No.
No, we're not saying you
Yeah,
agree,
yeah,
but
yeah.
what
I'm
is
older
his,
and I
what's
wouldn't
the
mess with a
mindset?
guy.
Well-
It's guys, younger guys, always hit off on me. And at my age, even if it was the land of the law and I just knew they was younger, I'm not messing. I don't even want to mess with nobody that's in their 30s.
Well, I
I'm
think it's
in my 40s.
it's too. I think there's a big difference
But
between
men is different.
if you're 35 dating a 45-year-old and if you're 15 dating a 25. And so we've got to look at it now. And from what I've read, because I don't just read the headlines, I never do. I research. I read and I research because I'm not big on just jumping on bandwagons. I like to know the facts, and that's why this is the raw and the real.
That's right.
Come
But
on now, come on.
I will say that in his case, I mean, he, from what I gather, he basically brings them in, 14, and it was kind of hinted on that several of the girls were actually brought in, like Sparkle's niece, the singer Sparkle was brought in at 12. She was introduced
Aaliyah
at 12.
was
They
12.
didn't really talk about a lot of it that it started at 12, but Aaliyah was brought in at 12. And I think, it was mentioned about he was sexually abused as a child. I believe,
Yeah,
by their
and I'm
older
proud of
sister.
him for bringing that because
Yeah.
most men don't talk about
And
that.
a lot of times, I have a
You
psychology
told one of his
degree.
victims that, right?
She
Right.
has
Well,
psychology.
the thing about it is with men, or I'll say with people, period, who went through abuse, but in his case, it's about control.
Yes,
it
that's
is.
what I was
and
thinking.
if
'Cause
you
they
look at this,
control him. Yeah, little boys, like they tell them something that's like a control. Whoever molested him, so it's like. But Sarita, what I want to ask you, the girls that were there, even during the documentary, I couldn't finish. I only seen like one episode and a half. I was just like, okay, this is just all like too much, a whole bunch. But although I'm praying for R. Kelly, but none of the girls said they had a lock on the door. A lot of the girls, even the wife, said she would peep her head out the door, and
well,
none of them had locks on the
and see,
doors.
that's what a lot of the rhetoric for some of the people who still support R. Kelly, because there's two factions in this. We are dealing with him as a pedophile who's actually sleeping with younger girls, which no matter your opinion on it, we gotta agree that that is against the law. So that's a legal part, and then on the moral part, he was abusive, emotionally, mentally, and sexually. So you can be married to somebody. You can be married to somebody 50 years and still be in an abusive relationship with them. So and it didn't take long for me to assess and listen to those women. Of course, he had his candy as the Pied Piper. He pulled them in. He's this powerful celebrity
He was
on top
charming,
of the
too.
world. Exactly. I mean, let's be honest, especially if you are trying to pursue a music career or whatever, like, yeah, you're going to get sucked into that or whatever, but by no means, the things that I've read, I hate to get explicit, but one of the things that I read that was beyond shocking was that he had one of the 16-year-olds, she was either 16 or 14 at the time, actually eat his defecation.
You think men are insecure too? Because I heard he had a little penis.
I mean, I didn't want to get
So you
graphic,
think
but it's
men
like
get
I'm
into
trying
that
to
'cause
let you
they
know where
insecure?
this is not just you know, this is some really, really deep stuff. This is not just, oh, these were some ladies who are just, oh, trying to get him for his. I mean, at this point, you've got to recognize that the people that were included in the docuseries were not only the victims / survivors. It was also his brothers, his former, you know,
they said
team.
his brother,
Exactly.
his brother messed with younger girls as well. The one that was like,
exactly,
they said, So they,
exactly. And then the one that's I think that's in
well.
prison, he actually I think prefers older women. But you know, at the end of the day, if you've heard R. Kelly, he put out a 19-minute track last year saying, I admit it, I did it. And I think I got through most of it. And it was basically a confession. It was kind of similar to what Usher did years ago, but his was much more intricate. And he basically confessed to, you know, everything. He never said, he even basically said that the kids' parents, that they basically gave those kids
That's
over.
what I was going to ask
you. Know,
what about
we're
was
gonna
the
get on
mother
that too,
Where were
a
the
lot,
parents?
yeah, I agree with
That's what I want to talk about.
Some that
Where
chasing them
are
down,
but
though.
where are all the parents? My girls at 14. I mean, when they was 16, I was hovering them, you know. So
no, I totally agree with you. And
there was too many young girls. I mean, in that house. I mean, just everybody.
I think some trusted him, like with the music. That's what it was.
But
they
all
drew
of
him
them
in
was
with
in
the
there.
well, the ones that I, you know, just a
Sparkle
few.
niece.
There was
well, I mean,
actually someone else too.
I'm not gonna. I kind of questioned the whole Sparkle scenario because Sparkle had when they first introduced her on this docuseries, she discussed how, you know, she had been there. She was, you know, working with him. She never said whether or not she was intimate with him. We can only assume either way, whatever. But she was very close to him, and he had a controlling behavior. He wouldn't even allow her to speak to certain people. She saw what was going on. She was over there one day with them sitting on the couch, and the wife was in the other room trying to get permission to go eat or something like that.
Yeah, I
Andrea.
heard her say that.
So fast forward, it's nothing to me to explain why you would introduce your.
She said, but did you hear what her said? No, she said no, because she said
she was a rapper.
She said I thought she was really good and gifted and talented, so I thought R. Kelly was going to do her the same way.
Right,
but
but see,
then
that's my point.
she already
but
knows,
see,
and she
that
that he was controlling.
That's my
already.
point, because she
Oh,
was,
so she had already knew
Yeah,
all
she
that.
was already.
Yeah, so I'm just like,
So,
I kind of question that, and I think with some of the parents, I mean, a lot of people, when you actually meet a celebrity or you meet these people that you thought you'd never get a chance to meet, and they want to take you on their wing, it can be a little intimidating. And you know, you see a lot of
young
no, and I agree. Now, me, you know, I'm a mom. Once I had saw those allegations or whatever, I wouldn't be leaving my daughters alone. But it seems like what R. Kelly, to me, what I see is a pattern that he brings them in young, so that he can groom them, and that's a classic narcissistic abusive behavior. And you groom them, and mentally you're controlling them, and so by the time that they are of age, that's when he's cutting them out from everybody. That's what we're seeing with the parents, and it seems more like a hostage situation. But at the end of the day, you know, the people online that are saying, well, why didn't you just leave? Why didn't you? Okay, first of all, we've got 50-some-year-old women who've been with so-and-so for how many years, and he been doing God knows what. So you say, why didn't a young girl, you know, leave or whatever?
Yeah,
but, you know,
Priscilla Presley, she was 15 years old, and he married her at a young age. What about Hugh Hefner? He was 90, 100 years old.
Yeah, but
brainwashing them. This is a big difference.
Yeah.
And I think we've got to understand, because, you know, I've worked in the music industry, and I mean, you hear about, it's a lot that goes on. I'm sure it's a lot of artists, especially hip hop artists, that are doing a lot of things behind the scenes and having wild parties and doing all kinds of stuff. This is not about sexuality. This is not about what they're doing behind closed doors, or it's very obvious that these women, this has destroyed their lives. You know what I'm saying? This is, and if you are someone who has been abused, you understand it.
Yeah.
If you've ever been in an emotionally abusive relationship, you know, and of course physically. I have but I've been in a emotional.
But I got out super quick.
When you're getting groomed, you don't understand at first. And when you're dealing with a narcissist, they're very charming, and some of them can be covert, meaning that you don't notice it at first. You don't realize what they're doing. But again, you know, you got somebody with that much power and recognition, and you see now that they've come forward. Look at all the negative feedback.
13 and 14.
But this is what I'm going to explain to you for the people that are saying.
I'm being sensitive.
No.
So I'm just trying to say, he had a lot of them in there that was 13 and 14. Like at that age, we're not the same. Some girls are out there in the streets, even in the streets of Chicago. They hurt, they homeless. I mean, I know girls. We raised somebody since they was 14, and they was with an older guy. And I mean,
but kids at that age, they don't understand.
I was
their
thinking
feelings.
about dials, but why would you go with an older, like just walk with an older man? I mean, an older man, me at 14, be like, oh, where's my dad? Like to stay away from him. I mean, I'm just asking.
I will be honest. I think, you know,
So
a
go in his
14-year-old girl,
house.
if you, especially, you know, 14, 16-year-old girl who wants to be a superstar, or you meet R. Kelly with your parents, you're not going to feel, you know, that some type of way. And I will say this, not excusing, you know, the parents for not being a little more careful with, you know, how they let them go. But I will say people were so forgiving. Everybody overall was forgiving. We were still, as a whole, they were playing his music and you know, so why would they feel any type of way as far as like, oh, I don't want to be around R. Kelly if nobody else is? You see what I'm saying? I mean, he was performing at award shows and you know, we were stepping to the name of love. So they probably
still having a good time.
You don't want to turn down a chance for, you know, to possibly be the next superstar. Maybe they gave him the benefit of the doubt, but you know, it got too much.
Put it to the side.
So what do you think about what
happens.
Jada Pinkett is saying? It seemed like it's ridiculous that now his sales have like skyrocketed.
Well, I think
ever since
I think that's a kind of double fold, and I remember when she did post that. I think she was more so posing the question because she was confused, like, why is it? And I think the answer to that question is, yeah, some people are actually listening to his music again because they want to get answers. And what better place to go than his music?
Because
to go back and try to listen to it over.
Yes.
You all remember the song that he co-wrote and produced with Aaliyah, AJ Number the Number.
Yeah, it seems like I do want to go back and just listen and see what was
a
in
lot
the
of
words.
his songs tell his story.
You want to see what was revealed and all that good stuff. So I think that's a big part of it. And anytime you have a name out there, you know, they call it any press is good press, and so people are gonna, you know, now they're curious. It's a lot of people in this millennial generation that really didn't know a lot of his old music, so they want to hear. They're curious. So, you know,
are they canceling the shows and stuff?
Yes. We
and Spotify's not
well, I heard that they took him off the spotlight list. But I think that he is still technically on Spotify. Don't quote me on that one, but I think they had tried to remove him. But it's the whole mute R. Kelly movement. And, you know, some of his, you know, hardcore fans are really, but I mean, we have to take accountability as a people, and we cannot wear these blindfolds anymore. Kind of like the movie Bird Box. I mean, it's and I feel like as a Black community we do this a lot. And that's one thing I will say, no matter what side you're on with this, the docuseries has sparked the conversation that it's been.
And a lot of people are saying, why did it go that far? I know what happens in the dark is. My father even taught me this. He said, baby, I don't care what he's always telling me. He said, you may get by, but you won't get away. I don't care if it's 10 years, 20, 30, 40 years later.
That's why it's coming
out.
That's
he always said that. You may get by, but you won't get away.
Yeah, he had the house in Atlanta.
He had one in,
and I got very emotional watching the docuseries.
I seen the house in Chicago, and it's no gates around or anything. It's just really nice.
Because I don't think they locked them in. They didn't lock them in.
They're not held captive as far as. But let me tell you something.
Their brain.
Your mind is way more captive than any kind of handcuff. Let me ask y'all something. When the new year starts and everybody's like, oh, I want to lose weight, I'm going to stick to this diet or whatever. You know, that the weight loss industry is one of the biggest industries, money makers, right? We pay trainers, we pay Weight Watchers, we go to the gym, we do all this, whatever. But at the end of the day, we know these two things. If you never paid anybody any money, if I eat less and I exercise, I'll lose weight, right? I don't need to pay anybody to know that. If I eat less,
that's true.
And I exercise. I don't even have to go to the gym to exercise. I could walk home. The reason why we pay trainers and stuff is because we need that mental support. We need somebody there in there encouraging. And so it's not a direct parallel comparison, but it's trying to show you how it's not as easy as just because you know what to do.
Yeah, breaking it down like that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's the mind.
Kind of push.
And so
the reason I look at it too like this. Now I do know he got some mental issues with that because anyway, why would he just have all them younger? So as looking, on the outside looking in, like, now look, man, you grown, you all these little kids.
That's
you know what I
thing.
mean? So if I don't understand anything else, or whoever's lying, whoever's all about money and all this stuff, I do know that's something weird.
That's
true.
if
I seen a man with all these young girls, I would all my girls like, don't go to his house. I don't want you even near his house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, that's what you have to acknowledge that. And I mean, even on the fact that he was married during the majority of this time. He had a wife.
What I didn't understand that.
Now, that's a great transition because
your husband doing
Andrea Kelly, she has been put under fire. She was featured on the docuseries. She's his wife, his ex-wife now. And she's been doing a lot of different media. I posted even some of her stories. But they posted social media, the blogs, they posted a video of her actually jamming to his music and letting people know. This was actually I think
and she was just crying.
She was
saying,
crying,
Kelly, you messed up our kids.
Listen now, in her defense, the video was from a Facebook Live. I think it was in 2017. But of course now with this going on, people are gonna bring that out. But I will say it doesn't look the best when we're asking everyone to mute R. Kelly, and she's a part of that docuseries, and then we see her blasting R. Kelly. However, I will also speak on behalf of her being a survivor of abuse that she's alleged that sometimes it can put out mixed emotions because sometimes you're still trying to get approval from that abuser. It's just a lot. It can be complicated. And she does have children with him. She was married to him.
She said he was not a good father at all.
She said
but
then I've also seen videos where she said he's a good father. So I mean,
it's documentary. We just
seen
the documentary. She's crying, saying how he messed up every Christmas, every birthday.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's embarrassing to the kids.
I honestly think with Andrea, I think she's dealing with some stuff herself. I honestly, I think that she's going through the process because on one end she's probably still has some kind of allegiance.
She just hated all the most. She wanted him to herself. You got some women that know their girls are being molested. I had a real close friend of mine, and she told her mom, and she said, well, you'll be gone out the house, and I'll be here all alone. So her dad would get up, go in her bed. I used to wonder why he would get her turntables. We were just like Salt and Pepper. I think I was Pepper. I was Salt, she was Pepper. And I would just be like, we this young. She got like $80 riding boots. She got turntables already. Her room looked like a dollhouse. Her dad was this big guy. He was the big man over this big company. He would go and lay the foundation. And so long story short, I'm like, so one day we stayed out late because I was a little fast one, I was a tease and I was a little fast one. So she walked my little duck booty sticking out, like, you ain't getting that eat. No, and she so they thought I was a fast one, but really I was just a tease. Well, they was doing it for real.
Right.
So he beat the mess out of her. And so my little brother at the time, Josh, he would tease her and say, your daddy like you, your daddy like. I say, shut up, her daddy don't like her. And come to find out, when she came in the house, he made her open her legs to see if she did something. You cannot tell that. Now, what happened was, when she approached her mom with it, she told her daughter that she would be alone and, she would be there all by herself. Now, her dad did get charged when he came back from,
wow.
And he used to sit at the table. Yeah, but he pleaded insanity. What do you call it's temporary insanity, you guys. And then he would sit at the table and ask me.
That's a confession.
And I used to be real nervous, right? Because he would say, so LaTanya, what are your morals and values? And he would have his big suit on. I'd be like, I don't even know what morals and values mean, but he was just that serious. Yeah.
I think most of us probably
she forgave
know.
Trying to hide it.
But she told me it made her do a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
she told me
because they don't want to deal with it.
Sleep with a
they
lot
don't
of
want to
guys.
deal with it.
You're right. And I think that most of us, probably know of a friend or somebody else that
the parents,
because I have a friend that, had let me know that what she had went through. And it's that's why I think, if for nothing else, I thought the docuseries was put together so great. I thought it was It was very informative, and again, most of this stuff we already had heard about
But
anyway.
is he suing?
But they just-
They
Well,
said he was
he-
suing
he-
Lifetime because it destroyed his whole life. and
He's
stuff.
not. I mean, I think that was to get him to stop.
Isn't he coming out with something?
Yeah, he's
He's
supposed to
getting
be
ready to come out with
reversing
some-
it, right?
Well,
And talking about
he,
it.
and,
What
and,
they
and
did.
Facebook took it down. he put something on Facebook. Yeah, called
really?
Surviving the Lies. So
Wow.
Dang.
Well, I think that is terrible. He definitely needs help.
he needs help.
You know, and
Yeah.
I heard, not tell me if you heard the same thing, but that he was asking for help. That he asked
Yeah, his
his
manager.
Now, see, now
But
I
it's a
haven't
lot
heard
of people
that.
was involved with
Now,
that
I agree
too.
with you on that. I
Because
do.
he couldn't
had
read
a lot
or
of what you
write.
call enablers.
Yes, yes.
And,
they
and
knew
I was really
money,
shocked that a lot of
money.
the men who were giving their little stories on it and saying, "Oh
His
yeah, well
manager
this
said he
girl,
regretted
she looked at least fit." Excuse
Yeah,
me.
some of the girls
You
I heard
know,
was telling the
they knew
story
what
too.
was
I
going
forgot to
on.
bring that
Yeah,
up.
they knew.
But they
Especially
knew.
the
Yeah.
the manager
Yeah, they
who
knew.
was
I think
calling the
I think-
parents.
Exactly. I think everybody
That
kind
was
of
terrible.
saw what was going on, but they just didn't take accountability and try to. But that's what really hurts me with this whole situation because I just think about my daughter and I just the idea of just
Oh,
feeling
girl.
like-
But you know what? We do got to be sensitive. Wait a minute. When you said that, I was like, I'm talking all calm, but that was
See, and
Yeah, you would have been banging down the door.
seriously.
I would have got all my
my
G's,
best friend,
okay?
she was texting me. She was
Ooh,
like,
my
she
game
couldn't
banging
even
on
see-
TV. Oh, I'm
She couldn't
sorry.
even
But
sleep
yeah, because I got somebody that be like, Tanya, you need somebody to come up missing. All right. I was like,
She didn't.
you know what I mean? They don't know
She
what it
didn't
is,
say that,
girl.
no, just
Everybody
kidding.
got somebody.
But no,
But yeah.
it provokes some emotion because at the end of the day,
So sweet.
that's why. And so we have to think about it like that because the minute you start removing yourself, oh well, you have to always put it into your family, your girls, your sisters.
But then look, when your girls acting fast, you be like, well, why you take your little tight booty down there? You know he got all the girls down there, you know.
we still
So
gotta
it's
keep
like
that in
vice
order.
versa.
That's but see, that's
You
what
be
people
upset at your
understand.
girls.
If they were fast, if they weren't fast,
Mhm.
whatever, that
Mhm.
has
That
nothing
doesn't
to
matter.
do with
What-
R. Kelly
How
and what he
mentally-
did.
okay.
That's what people
Well,
gotta
yeah,
understand.
yeah.
Nothing. It's really not even relevant. It's almost
And
like
I was crying too, though. I was crying when I
was
seen his
too.
wife crying. I just said, I can't see no more. This is
It's
this
sad.
is just
cried
It's
from
sad.
the
For
girls'
somebody to not
testimony.
to get
I
no
can tell
help
those
and this to
girls
go
are
this
suffering
far.
from PTSD.
Yeah, for somebody for
Oh,
this
they
to
go
go this
through
far.
counseling
Oh, yeah.
right now.
Oh, yeah.
And they probably have to go through counseling.
But
for
let me
a
tell y'all,
long
watch
time.
the Johanna Pace. She has an interview on it's on YouTube on this blogger. I think her name is Tasha. That's I really want to get her book. She really because TV has to clean it up a little bit.
Okay.
She gives the raw and the real.
And she
Some
was
more
one of the
details.
victims.
Oh yeah, because she actually started following R. Kelly during the case when he was because she was a fan and then he saw her and was like, okay, let me pull you on in.
But did you
She
see
was showing up at every one of his.
Is that the young girl who was taking up on him saying he didn't
Yeah.
do it? Okay. So she
Yeah.
probably was paid too, huh? A lot
I
of this
mean,
is about
well,
money
she ended
too.
up-
Well,
ended
you
up
know what? No,
leaving
she
them.
actually.
She
I
left.
will say this. She actually was getting because a lot of them signed non-disclosure agreements. But this is the thing. She was getting $5,000 a month when she came out with her most recent allegation. Her check stopped because she came forward. So people saying people need to understand. And again, until you're in a situation like that, it's easy to say what you would or wouldn't do.
That's right.
But one thing we can say,
Yeah, that's
he's
it
done
was wrong.
he's done some messed up. He's been
It was
abusive.
wrong.
Yeah,
And
because
he
of
has
all-
did some illegal stuff, So
Wow,
who-
you
who
just
was-
gave us
so
the
who-
raw and the real.
real.
That's right. Oh, Serena.
So who is on his side? Well, you know what? I did see his wife. She was on The Real, and she said, I feel you guys are agreeing with this when you buy his CDs and you listen to his songs. So I was like, but then when I got in the car and I heard R. Kelly, it was like, normally I'd be like, hey, but it was like,
We gonna have to
Click.
change your playlist in 2019.
no, this time when I heard her
And
say
hers.
that, I got in the car and I'm like, I don't know why I want to listen to it right now. And I just turned it off. She said there's other good songs out there that you guys could be doing, his wife, his ex on The Real.
We just gotta
Yeah.
pray for everybody,
We do.
everybody involved, and just watch your kids.
Yeah.
Make sure you watch your kids.
That's the most important
Yes.
message.
Yes. So
Be
ladies,
involved.
we're going to be back, y'all. Thank y'all so much. We're going to be back.
Yes. From the raw and the real.
The hottest music, R&B, hip hop, pop,
I still get jealous.
reggae, EDM. school,
Check it.
and sports.